better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Richardson going right to the air. This taken in by Downs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. You talk about this Miami defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in
a wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A-Chain on first and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's A-Chain. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 27. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down.
The 2 is going to change things up. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to H.A. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll pitch it out to H.A. And I think the ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. At the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Escaping the pressure right. The flag comes in, it's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Richardson off the play fake. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with A-Chain. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Solo left Zion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready, set?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Dolphins had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the crowd goes. First, do no harm. And right now, they're arming themselves at offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Let's go now.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Tony, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally. He paid the price with that turnover.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, turbo 2.
H.A. now up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Julian Blackman bringing him down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He dumps it off to H.A. Touchdown, Dolphins! Devon H.A. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run here with Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Richardson working from the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Go ahead.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Looking to pass. Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. There he goes, right side. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Dallas Flowers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second down, here's Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson shotgun on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Hey, get set. Let's go. Watson, Oscar. Turbo 1, high.
Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Colts 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, long.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Tua sets up to pass it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd down, here's H.A. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
21G, 21G. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's H.A. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Richardson to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On On third down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson, 48 yards. And the Colts have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it. Here's H.A. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Zion.
Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's A-Chain. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Go ahead.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and 6. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he is caught. And he will have a Dolphins first down. No problem there. They get the first by 20 on 4th and inches. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. This is A-Chain. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. tackle made by Zaire Franklin. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd and 10. Now Tua. Throw caught by A-Chain. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now it's Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Go ahead.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss right side, A-Chain. Down to the 25. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
At the 25-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now back to throw. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. That was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the 4th quarter, and they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Running right, here's A-Chain. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. A-Chain is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So he had a nice run to get him down there. It was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, seeding, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after.
And it'll be intercepted. Thomas.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically...